Tonight, outrage is building days after we first showed you the video now making national news.
Chicago police aren't saying too much about this case, only that it's an ongoing investigation. But family members tell us that they've been told that authorities are pursuing some leads. They'll see everything from gunshot victims to people who've been in serious car accidents. This hospital may not be in the middle of a war zone, but the experience comes pretty darn close. This is an incredibly rare occurrence for Consumer Reports, and Toyota, understandably, taking it very seriously.
A scare on Chicago's Riverwalk, a jogger stabbed. It happened today just east of Michigan Avenue Bridge.
June 13th would have been Kathleen Savio's 46th birthday, and family members tell me tonight that they can't imagine a better birthday gift for her than Drew Peterson's indictment.
He was on the air for 2 hours, taking calls and aim at Illinois politicians who he says hijacked him from office.
Now, Dan, you were in the newsroom last night and you were talking about the trip, and some of the things I heard you talking about, you said that TV really doesn't do this disaster justice, that you really have to be there to understand what's going on, how horrific this is. McKenna just spoke a moment ago. We thought at first it might be a concession speech, but it was not. Basically, this is a race that is just too close to call. There's nothing worse than uncertainty when you're trying to buy or even sell a brand new car. But now with these government-backed warranties, GM and Chrysler customers can effectively close the door on those big what-ifs. Do you guys know how to do snowball fights?
Yes.
I don't think you guys know how to do snowball fights. I have a feeling that you guys really don't know how to make good snowballs. No, but you can't hit the reporter.
And I'm Nancy Pender. Today's immigration rally is first on Fox. Cardinal Francis George is calling on President Obama to make changes to U.S. immigration policy. The Cardinal and immigration activists want an end to immigration raids and deportations. They made their plea today at a Northwest Side church before hundreds of people.
Send upon us now
there were prayers, music, and emotional pleas for justice as some 1,600 people crowded into Our Lady of Mercy Church on Chicago's Northwest Side. People here want an end to the immigration raids and deportations that have separated families. Peter Drzezinski's father was deported in 2007.
He had a great life built up here in America. He lost it all. His business, his house, and his family. I believe what happened to my father is extremely unjust.
This little girl, also a U.S. citizen, wonders what will happen to her and her sisters if her parents, both undocumented, are deported.
Where would we live or where would we go? Because we have no relatives here in this country. We would be heartbroken.
The prayer forum is part of a 17-city series of meetings on immigration reform. Cardinal George, who was also the president of the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, was joined by other immigration activists like Congressman Luis Gutierrez. They circulated petitions asking the White House to stop the raids and deportations that were stepped up during the Bush administration.
To strip children from their mothers in the middle of the night. It doesn't make any of us any safer. We should have a compassionate, caring immigration system that keeps families together.
But there is little sympathy from those who believe illegal immigrants are responsible for their family's fate. Rosanna Polito heads the Illinois Minutemen and is the Republican nominee for the state's 5th congressional seat. She wishes there was more concern for unemployed Americans who must compete with illegal immigrants for jobs.
This little phrase about jobs Americans won't do is really, it doesn't fit anymore. Americans will do every job.
Congressman Gutierrez met with President Obama last week and says he's hopeful the president will turn his attention to immigration reform this year. Good evening, everyone. I'm Nancy Pender. Get set. It's going to be a stormy night. The weather system already leaving parts of Mississippi a mess. Right now, reports of 10 dead, dozens missing, most likely trapped in the wreckage. But it gets worse. Now to a storm of a different kind. This one, political fallout from the Broadway bank failure. It's now threatening to rain on Alexi Giannoulias' Senate run. Leah Chacon with that story from our newsroom. Hi, Lil. A scare on Chicago's Riverwalk, a jogger stabbed. It happened today just east of Michigan Avenue Bridge. The victim, a 63-year-old man from out of town. Possible new problems for Cook County Board President Todd Stroger. He's on his way out, so why is he buying new office furniture?
The Sun-Times is reporting that, plus a hiring spree. Positions include secretary and department head. No word on the hires, but a Stroger rep says the furniture was old and needed to be replaced. Today, Mayor Daley participated in the Dia de los Niños parade. Still to come on Fox News, watching porn on office computers, some government employees in very hot water. Also tonight, Drew Peterson's new team, why he's hired 2 new attorneys. The FBI needs your help in tracking down part of a father and son drug dealing team. Craig Wall has the story on why Enrique Sanchez Sr. is one of Chicago's